So today we are going to start with inheritance topic here. So before going to inheritance topic, so let me give you some basics information for you. So how actually what still now we have written a class and then we have executed it. So now we'll see how to write actually what two classes in a single file. Then after that, what happens for us when we have two classes in a single file, we'll see the basics. Then after that, we'll jump on with actually what how inheritance works, and then what is inheritance, all those stuffs. So I'll just create a package. I created a package called inheritance. New, create a class. I'll give my class name as Ye. Simply I'm giving it as Ye. Then I'll make it as my main function. Okay, I don't have a main function as well. I'll finish. So if I go to my original folder, so here you can see a Java file has been created. Okay, the same thing when I go to the bin folder under the inheritance package, here also we have one class file. Now what I'm gonna do, I will have one more class here. So next another class I'll write here, it's a class B. Okay, then I'll save it. Now if I go here, still we have actually one Java file. Okay, now I'll go here, I'll go to the bin folder. Here you can see two class files will be created. Okay, so we can write two classes in the same file. What will happen is for us extra class files will be created under the bin folder. Okay, so still actually what under the source folder we will have a single file. Under that when you edit you will have the same information here. Okay, why? Because class files are required for execution. This Java file is used to write the code, but execution will happen from the class files only. Okay, so that's why actually what two class files will be created whenever we write it over here. Okay, so how to execute and use? For example, I have here one main function. Okay, then sysO ye. Then here also I have a main function. I'm gonna print b. Now when I have two main function, which will be executed? So right click, run as Java application. So when I give, so before execution, it will ask you whether I need to execute A class or B class. Okay, when I select A class will be executed. When I select B class will be executed for us. So based on our selection, specific informations will be executed for us. That's the thing. Okay, now I have one local variable, integer a is equal to 10, integer b is equal to 20. So one is a static, another one is a non-static. Okay, so as of now if I want to access this, what we need to do is sysO a dot a. So static members can be accessed with the help of a class name. Same thing, non-static member a obj1 equal to new a. Okay, so now I have created one object here. So now I will try to print it. So obj1 dot b. Okay, so we got it now. Same thing, can I access these two members in this b class? Okay, so that's what we are going to see. Yes, we can access. So how? Same from here, if we create a obj1 equal to new a. That's it. So this will help me to create it. Okay, so again, zone obj1 dot b and then a, anything I can access. So usually the standard practice is to access the static members with help of the class name a dot a. Right click, run as Java application. Now when I go to see, that's it. So other class members we can access in the different class. Okay, so a class member can be accessed in b class whenever we create an object. Only if it is actually what global member only we can access. Same thing here also, if you have a different method in the same class, only if it's a global member we can access. Otherwise the local members of this method or a function cannot be accessed in the different function. That's what we already know, correct? Now, so right now here I have another class called C, class C. Okay, so now if I'm going to create an object for the C class, C obj1 equal to new C. Okay, I'll have my main function. Okay, I'm going to create an object for the C class. Now, zone obj1 dot. Okay, now if you see, I cannot access the other members. Can you see? I cannot access other class members because C class, when you create an object, only the global members of the C class I can access. B, when I try to create an object, only the global members of B class I can access. Same for A, only A class member I can access. So now, if the C class also need to get the A class properties. So what are the thing means? In C class also, I need to access these two members. So instead of creating these two members separately, here also, so what is the best way to access all these things means? Okay, so the best way is what means, so I can inherit this A class member in the C class. So that means instead of, because anyway actually what I'm going to create these same members and then same value over there in the C class, so that is of no use for me. Instead of that, what I can do, I can actually what create a extension, okay, for making the directly A as a parent class for the C. So now what happened, I can access the, through help of a C class, I can access actually what the A class member. Okay, so now if you see Sizzle obj1 dot. So this obj1 is C class. Now can you see B class, which is B variable which is coming from the A class, A variable which is coming from the A class. So these two things also now I can access, because now what will happen when we extend it, okay, C class is going to inherit means take the properties from the class which is mentioned here, which is the parent class called as A. Okay, so I can access B. Now I can also give C dot A. Can you see? Reference of the C class, I'm able to access the A class static members. See, which is coming from the A class member. That's the thing. Okay, so now still now we have seen just what is inheritance. We have not seen actually what, why it is used, where it is used, how it is used. Okay, we will see that one. Okay, so let me tell you in a table. So
Murli,
yeah, question.
could you go back to the screen?
Yes.
So here, instead of creating the C as an object, you can have the A as an object here. And we can call the static and non-static members, right?
Which line number?
25. Yeah. We
Okay,
can
okay.
have a object 1 is equal to new a. And
Ah,
why do we really go for extend a? What is the difference? Like, and at the same time,
yes. Good question. So, what is the reason? I'll tell you. Okay. So now I have here one more variable. So integer c is equal to 30. Okay. So now I can also access sysone obj1 dot c. So if you see how many objects I have created in this class, only one. Correct. In case
yeah,
if this extension is not happen, now what I need to do? I need to create an object for the A class, and then again I need to create an object for the C class. Correct?
yeah,
So obviously what will happen? When I create two objects, a memory is going to allocate for A class object and then C class object. So two memories is going to be allocated, and then the performance will be decreased whenever you're going for a larger program. But now what's happening? I'm creating only one object, loading all the information, and then I'm able to access with that itself. That's the thing. Clear? Indirectly, we are actually good boosting the performance.
okay, yeah,
Okay, and then also standardize to use it over there. So advantage is what means when you're having it as inheritance, again you can change the value also. For example, right now I'll have one more variable, integer. Okay, so before doing this, okay, I'll have integer d is equal to 40. Now I will get sysone obj1 dot d. Right click, run as. I'm going to execute C. So what will happen? So first we are printing b variable. Okay, so which is 20. So I'll do instead of that. I'll move this one down. Okay, c dot a. So C class, do we have a variable? No, but it's extending to a class. So 10 will be printed. Then obj1 dot b. So right now I created object for the C class, right? So C class is extending to A, so it will have the properties of the A class plus the C class. Okay, so obj1 dot b. Do we have here? No. Here we have 20. 20 will be 20 will be printed. So first C dot A, which is 10, obj1 dot b, which is 20, then obj1 dot c. So that we have in the local global variable. Okay, C class global variable. So 30. Then after that we have obj1 dot d. So do we have d variable? No. So but we have here d, that is 40. Okay.
yeah.
Then after that, now what I will do here also, I will have integer d is equal to 70. Okay, I already told you always local will take highest priority. Okay, so we have created an object for the C class, right? So now when I run this, can you see 70 will be printed? Because when we have our own information in the child class, so child will take the highest priority. If the child does not have, then only the parent informations will be taken. So now that's why 70 has been printed. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. So let me explain. Still a lot of things are there. Okay. Let me explain. Then after that, you guys will be clear. So what is inheritance means? Okay. Okay. So inheritance means, okay. So inheriting the properties. Just a second. From one class to another class is known as inheritance. Okay, inheriting the properties from one class to another class is known as inheritance. So inheriting the properties means what? So for example, just now we saw, right? When we created an object for the C class, okay, it took the parent class information also in that. Okay, so that is called inheritance. Okay, inheriting the property from one class to another class is called as inheritance. So the child will have the child class properties plus also the parent class properties. Both they will have. So if you see now, so I will take this class. So now, so this is a class A. Okay, so I will draw here so that we'll come to know. So this is A class. Then this is B class. Then we have C class. C class. So if you see A class as these three members, then it has main function. Then B class, does it has any information? No, but it has main function alone. C class, if you see, it's extending to A. So that means that's all. Okay, this is how actually what it will be extending. Then it will have integer C and D here. Then it has main function also. Apart from that, do we have anything? No, that's it. So this is what we have here. Clear? So now for me, when I create an object for, so right now A class, right now here what we are doing, in case if you have creating an object, so we'll try to create objects for all these classes. So in case if I try to create an object for the A class, so that is A obj1 equal to new A. Okay, so when I'm going to create an object for this A class, so what will happen for me? So the reference is what? A class. So that means all the members of the A class, the global members. What are the global members here? We have all these things. It might be static or non-static. So all these members will be loaded here. Clear? Next, I'm going to create an object for the B class. B obj1 equal to new B. Now what will happen? All the global members of B class will be loaded. So what are the global members we have? So only main function is the global member here. So that alone will be loaded. Next, I'm going to create an object for the C class. So I'll just C obj1 equal to new C. So now all the global members of the C class will be loaded. Along with that, so now what will happen? So C is inheriting to the A class. So the all the members of the A class also will be loaded. It might be static or non-static, everything will be loaded. Now what will happen right now? So for me, so A class, A variable, do we have here? No. B variable, do we have here? No. D variable we have here? Yes. So child always takes highest priority. So this will be deleted. Then main function, do we have? Yes. So this will be deleted. So right now all the common variable informations will be deleted from the parent. So simple concept. So right now what is inheritance means? Okay, so inheriting the properties from the parent class, okay, is known as inheritance. Along with that, actually what it will have its local properties also. So C class will have its local properties and also the parent class properties. But if we have both the things common in the parent and child, child will take highest priority. Okay, so for example, if someone asks you, do you have a house? Okay, now right now you don't have a house, but your father has a house. Now what you will say? Yes, I have a house. Okay, so you will treat your father's property as your property. Okay, that's what you do. So that is what inheritance. Same thing right now. Your father has a car. Now if someone asks you, do you have a car? You will say, yes, I have a car. The same thing now, you have bought your own car. Now if someone asks you, do you have a car? Now what you will say? You will say, yes, I have a car. But which car you will denote? You will denote your own car. That's what. So when child has its own property, that will be taken as the highest priority. Okay, the parent class informations will be deleted. Only if the child does not have that property, then only it will check whether the parent has, and then it will treat that parent property as its own property. Clear, guys? Okay. So this is what inheritance. Same thing, we will do one more step. So now I'm going to create another object. So
Okay.
yeah, yes, Rish.
Say the child has a same variable as D. The D is a static member in
Good.
class A.
Yes.
So in that case, if I'm
Understood.
trying
So
to call
your
the
question is,
yeah
so right now, child parent level is a static variable, and then child level is a non-static variable. What will happen in that case? That's what is question, correct? So this is your question. Static int d equal to 40 here. Here it is int d equal to 70. Correct? Okay. Still inheritance will happen. The child class variable will take the highest priority. Okay. Now run it. Clear till 70.
yeah, and still I can call the parent right directly.
If you want to call the parent information, how you can call?
Yeah,
Reference with help of,
yeah, A dot D, something
correct.
like that. I can call right.
Yes, CISO A dot D. Now for this, 40 will be printed.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, but the static and non-static can be different only for variables. So if I have a method, so void method 1. Okay, so method 1 of A. Okay, now I'm trying to access it. So obj1 dot method 1. Now what will happen? It will print me method 1 of A. Clear? Same thing again. Here I have one more method in this C class. Okay, this is what method 1 of C. Correct? Now when we call obj1 dot method 1 through help of the C class object. So what will be my output? Method 1 of C, because child class takes the highest priority. Correct, right? Understood this? Everyone understood? So now if I make, is everyone understood still now what I told? So we have a method only before in the A class. Now when I call that method, that time it printed me method 1 of A. When I have the same method in the child class, now when I call it, that time it prints me the child class method. Correct, right? So now I'll make the parent class, the A class method as static. Okay, now can you see it will throw me an error in the child class. That is method apart from variables. Okay, methods if it's actually what static, the child class level also same method should be static. If there it is non-static, here also it should be non-static. Both the places it should be static, or both the places it should be non-static. Then only you can access it. Understood guys? Everyone is clear? Any questions on this? Can everyone ping me in the chat windows? Yes, if you have understood it. Can everyone ping me in the chat windows? Yes. Still now, what is inheritance? And then what is the difference between A, B, and C class? And then why A class members actually what is been printed in C class through the C class object because of the extends A. Okay. So when we have the same variable or a method in the C class, through that object when we call, what will be the output? So child class will take the priority. So this is what we have covered still now. Is everyone clear? I want a response from everyone. Okay, super, great. So now here I'll go. Okay, so now we have created A obj1 equal to new A, B obj1 equal to new B, C obj1 equal to new C. Okay, so that time all the global members of the that class informations have been loaded. When it has been extended, parent class information also we got. Now we are going to create like this. So A obj2 is equal to new C. That means I have created an object for the child class, but reference I'm going to give it as the parent class. Okay, created an object for the child class, but reference I have given it as parent class. Before we create an object for the child class, reference we gave the same child class only. Now reference is parent class means, so what will happen means only the members of the parent class will be participated here. Okay, only the members of the parent class will be participated here. Okay, so now for me child class level, so when it comes here, okay, so now what are the members will be participated here means, so do we have C variable here? We have here no, so this cannot be participated, so C variable cannot be participated here. Then do we have D variable here? Yes, we have D variable, so this member can be participated. Then after that, do we have main function? Yes, we have main function. So these two members only can be participated. As usual, these members will be deleted or what? Okay. So now information is what means. So everything will be participated. Only non-static method will be overridden. Okay, only non-static method will be overridden. Okay, so that means, so what is this one? It's a non-static variable. So what will happen? So still child class information only will be taken. Okay, sorry, parent class information only will be taken. Integer d equal to 40. So now main function is what? It's a static function. So this will also will not be taken. But the same thing now we have here. Sorry, guys. We have here newly created now. It's void method one. Okay, both the things I'll make it as non-static. Okay, so the void method one is there, right? So in case if I have that part, okay, so both the places now we have void method one. Now what will happen? This also will be participated. Okay, void method also will come. Same thing here also we have these four things. Okay, so I'll put it from the beginning. So integer c equal to 30. So do we have here? No. So this will not be participated in this list only. Integer d equal to 70, integer d equal to 70. So here is 40. But the thing is, it's a non-static variable. So this will not be taken. This will not be considered. Main function, do we have? Yes, we have. But the thing is, this is actually static. So this also will not be considered. Void method one, void method one. Both the places we have. It's a non-static method. So I told you non-static method alone will be overridden. So this will be overridden. This concept is called as method overriding or variable overriding. Okay, so right now will be the parent information.
So
We have.
Murali,
Tell me.
I
Yes, Adish.
sorry, it was disconnected. Can you tell me the overriding?
Sadish, sorry, your voice was breaking. Can you tell me? Hello, Sadish. You can also ping me in the chat window, Sadish. You want something to explain? You want me to repeat? Okay, so I'll repeat, guys. So right now, I'll do from the beginning so that you guys will be clear. So now I'm gonna create an object. So still now we have created object for the same class. Okay, we have created an object for the same class. Reference also be given the same class. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, I'm going to create an object. So it's like a obj2 is equal to new c. That means I have created an object for the C class. Reference I have given it as A class. Okay, I have created an object for the C class. Reference I have given it as A class. Now what will happen right now for me? So for me here, only the A class members alone will be participated. Okay, only the members of A class will be participated here. Okay, so child class informations will not be directly participated. So here, so simple, I'll make it now in a different way. So information will be taken as it is. Okay, so only thing is non-static method alone will be overridden. Non-static method alone will be participated from child class. and it will be overridden. That's the thing. Okay, so non-static method alone will be participated from the child class. Apart from that, none of the things will be participated. So right now here, what is the non-static method here? Only the void method one. Okay, so here we have this void method one also, so which we have not written here. We have written in this place. I just took directly here. Okay, so only that information alone will be participated. So from the child class, so that alone will come here. Then now what will happen? The child information will be taken priority, and then the parent class will be overridden. That's what it will do. Clear? Any questions for anyone, guys? Non-static method alone will be participated from the child class, and that alone will be overridden. Apart from that, everything will have the parent class information only. So that means, see here. So I'm going to create A obj2 is equal to new C. Okay. Now if you see so obj2 dot. Now we will print. So first A so obj2 dot, then B variable. So obj2 dot, then do we have C variable here? We have here, but it's not coming because that will not be participated when we are referring to the parent class. Okay, only the parent class properties alone will be participated. So C will not be there, but D is there. So D we have. Then after that, do we have any method? Yes. So if I want to call the method obj2 dot, then we have method 1. Clear? So A and B and D, because so A and B is coming from the parent class. D is actually what present in the child class also. C class, it's not there under the parent class. That's why that is not participated. Then we have method 1, void method 1, which we have in the parent and then the child, both the places. So that's why this information also we got. Now when we execute, so I'll just comment the top one. So only these members will be executed. So obj2.a and b, okay, A and B. So it has been printed as usual. Expected is 10 and 20 because we have only in the parent class. We got same thing when it comes to D. Here it is actually what D variable 40. Here it is 70. So the output is 40 only. That is the parent information only will be taken. Same thing when it comes to the method obj2.method1. You can see method 1 of C. That is the child class has been taken priority. Okay, the child class method has been taken priority. That's what happened here. Clear, guys? Any questions for anyone?
Murli, Gokul here.
Yes, Gokul.
Can we override only for non-static or static also?
That is only non-static method will be overridden. Okay, the static methods alone will not be overridden. So for example, now if I make this method one as static, okay, so here also I'll make the static. So method level, I already told you both the things should be static or both things should be non-static. Now when you right click and run as, so okay, now when you right click and run as Java application, now can you see method one of A? That means it's printing this information. Only if it is non-static method only, the child class will take priority and then that will be over. Okay, guys. So if it's a non-static method, my output will be method 1 of C. Clear? Any questions for anyone? Understood, right? That answers your question, Gokul.
Yes, Murli. Okay.
Okay.
So this is called
Inheritance.
Polymorphism, right?
Yeah, correct. Method overloading and method overriding, the combination is called as polymorphism. So here, this concept is method overriding.
Okay.
Okay. So still we have a lot of things to see in inheritance. We have just seen the very basics. So tomorrow, Monday, we will see in detailed manner. Okay, detailed information of inheritance and all those things. So just it's an except to the inheritance. So how we can inherit the properties from the parent to the child. Okay, from a child to a parent. Okay, a child, how it can inherit the properties of parent class. Okay, so we'll stop it with this for today. So Monday we'll again actually start with inheritance in detail.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. So thanks guys. So any questions from anyone, you can just shoot out. Otherwise we can connect on Monday. Anyone has any questions? Okay, thank you. Thanks guys. Hey, thanks Rish. Thank you. Bye bye.